Hi, welcome to the day 6 of 10-minute wrap-up series. In this video, we will learn about basic structure doctrine. Before that, we will see some previous year questions asked on this topic. The first question which was asked was, amending power of the parliament is not absolute. Can parliament destroy the basic feature? Which was asked in 2019. What was held in IR Coelho case? In this context, is judicial review a basic feature of the constitution? Examine. This was asked in 2016. In 2025 also, there was a question on amending power of the parliament and what are the procedural and substantive limitations. Now we will see what all we need to remember to write an answer on the basic structure. In the introduction, you can start with basic structure doctrine draws a line between permissible constitutional evolution and impermissible constitutional destruction. I repeat, basic structure doctrine draws a line between permissible constitutional evolution and impermissible constitutional destruction. Now we will see what are the key features commonly regarded as part of the basic structure doctrine. First one is supremacy of the constitution, which was held in Keshavananda Bharati case. The rule of law, which was upheld in Indira Gandhi versus Rajnarayan case. The separation of power, that was again in the Keshavananda Bharati case. The judicial review, which was upheld in Minerva Mill case. The federal character and secularism was upheld in S.R. Bommai case. And independence of judiciary, which was upheld in Supreme Court Advocates on Record case. And the democracy, which was again in Indira Gandhi versus Rajnarayan case. Now we'll see evolution of basic structure doctrine. I will come up with a detailed video on evolution of basic structure doctrine. Now we will see briefly. In Shankari Prasad case in 1951, Supreme Court upheld the amending power of the parliament. In Sajjan Singh case, it reaffirmed the amending power of the parliament and extended the amending power to the fundamental rights. In Golaknath case, it reversed the judgment of Sajjan Singh case and held that fundamental rights are sacrosanct and cannot be amended. In Keshavananda Bharati case, Supreme Court came up with a new innovation, that is basic structure. In Rajnarayan case, it upheld the rule of law. In Minerva Mill case, Supreme Court upheld that judicial review is a basic feature of constitution. In Vaman Rao case in 1981, Supreme Court declared that amendments after the Keshavananda Bharati case must respect the basic structure. And next is IR Coelho case, which is also called as 9th schedule case, where the laws under the 9th schedule are subject to judicial review. And in the S.R. Bommai case, Supreme Court upheld the basic features of Indian constitution, that are federalism, secularism, and democracy. Now we will see the next dimension, that is, should basic structure followed indefinitely or not? There are some arguments in the favor and arguments against. Basic structure doctrine safeguards against authoritarianism, flexibility with the caution, where it allows the necessary constitutional evolution while preserving the foundational values. Next one is global standing, where the doctrine of basic structure is admired worldwide. And last one is protection of citizens' right, where without the basic structure doctrine, fundamental rights could have been eroded. And what are the arguments against? Lack of democratic accountability, where judiciary is unelected body, where judiciary is not directly accountable to the people. Vagueness, the unclear definition of basic structure. Evolution of society, which means future generations may wish to reorganize constitutional values. And the global experience, which means UK, USA has no such doctrines. And now we'll see what we can write in the way forward. There must be clearer constitutional interpretation guidelines. Strengthen the judicial review while ensuring the judicial accountability, upheld by Minerva Mill case. Promote cooperative federalism, where decision making is decentralized, which is recommended by Sarkari Commission. Enhance the parliamentary awareness and deliberation. And we can also write institutional reforms for judicial independence, which is recommended by NCRWC, that is National Commission on Review of Working of Constitution. And institutional reforms are also upheld by the Supreme Court Advocates on Record Association. Now we'll see what we can write in the conclusion. You can start with basic structure remains essential for protecting the spirit of Indian Constitution. However, Courts must exercise their power with utmost restraint and transparency, respecting the will of people expressed through Parliament. I repeat, basic structure is essential for protecting the spirit of Indian Constitution. However, courts must exercise this power with utmost restraint and transparency, respecting the will of people expressed through Parliament. Now let us summarize what all we studied in this video. I have given you the introduction and what are key features of basic structure. What is the evolution of basic structure? Next one is, should basic structure be upheld indefinitely, and a way forward, and further a conclusion. I will come up with the next important theme. Until then, I hereby signing off, one of the unreserved mind of UPSC community. Thank you.